Welcome to Synagogues of Arizona, Part 3. In this episode, we check out Scottsdale and environs. Our first stop is just a little outside of Scottsdale to its north. It's called Paradise Valley and home to Temple Solel, a Reform congregation. Shabbat services are every Friday evening. Rabbi John Linder is spiritual leader and Rabbi Ilana Mills is assistant rabbi. Rabbi Emeritus is Maynard W. Bell. The congregation was founded in 1966. The word Solel can mean orbit or pathfinder. And before we go into Scottsdale, let's check out another area much further north of Phoenix, and it's Prescott, home to Temple Brith Shalom, another Reform congregation, and another female rabbi, Jessica Rosenthal. It has a membership roll of more than 170 households. Shabbat services are held both Friday evenings and Saturday mornings, but the times vary during the course of the year. Jews have been living in this area for over 100 years, but a formal congregation did not begin until at least 1977. The building shown here was not put to use until 1998, and considering that this is Arizona, I hope that that's not snow we are looking at. So how about we leave Prescott and go back to Scottsdale, where there are several Jewish houses of worship. Here we are in Scottsdale looking at the new shul, as it is appropriately named. By the way, Scottsdale is basically a city by itself, even though it is somewhat of a suburb of Phoenix. Phoenix has 1.5 million residents, but Scottsdale has 226,000 or more residents. The new shul is unaffiliated with any denomination. The shul has co-rabbis, Michael Wasserman and Ilana Cantor. They have been serving together since the founding of the congregation in 2002. And to avoid any arguments, they're married to each other since 1984. Shabbat services are both Friday evenings and Saturday mornings, and there are several services during the week, both morning and evening, depending on the day of the week. One should check the shul's calendar. Even though it is non-denominational, it leans towards the traditional egalitarian, but uses an Orthodox Nusach Sfard, Siddur, or prayer book. Our next stop is Temple Kol Ami, a Reform congregation. Jeremy Schneider is the current rabbi. B. Charles Herring is Rabbi Emeritus. The congregation was founded in 1988. Our next stop is Congregation Or Tzion, a conservative synagogue. It has Shabbat services both Friday evenings and Saturday mornings, as well as a Wednesday evening and a Thursday morning minyan. Rabbi Mika Kaplan is spiritual leader, and Rabbi Nate Crane is education director. The synagogue is a result of a merger between two other congregations in May of 2014. They had been Congregation Or Chadash and Har Zion Congregation. Membership comprises nearly 500 families serving the North Phoenix and North Scottsdale area. Har Zion had began in 1960 and Or Chadash in 2001. Here's an updated look at its front entrance, and coming up is a peek at its main sanctuary area. And in case you're wondering, this is where Har Zion used to be located. Despite Har Zion's longer history, the majority of the combined membership comes from Or Chadash. As the words read, our next stop is Temple Beth Emeth. It is a conservative affiliated synagogue. It has a weekly Shabbat service on Saturday mornings. The congregation has been around since 1983. The congregation does not have a permanent rabbi. So we move over to Beth Tefillah. It is a Sephardic Orthodox shul. Pinchas G. Alosh is rabbi. He is not only fluent in English and Hebrew, but also French and Italian. Besides the regular Shabbat services, there is a daily morning minyan. And here we are looking at Congregation Beth Israel. It is a Reformed temple. Services are held for Shabbat both Friday evenings and Saturday mornings. The senior rabbi is Stephen Kahn, and the associate rabbi is Roni Keller. Its congregational building also houses a Jewish museum. The congregation was founded in 1920 with 38 members. Today it boasts a membership roll of into the hundreds. This was the congregation's first location, built in 1921, and they stayed there until the late 1940s. And here is its second location, which was built in the late 1940s and stayed as the synagogue until 1997, when it moved to its new location. The next synagogue has an interesting name. It's called Ruach HaMidbar, which means Spirit of the Desert. Saturday morning services are held at the rabbi's house, shown here. Friday night services are held at a Methodist church. Sarah Leah Grafstein is the rabbi, and it is a non-denominational egalitarian congregation. Our next place is Ahavas Torah, the Scottsdale Torah Center, an Orthodox congregation. We believe that this is a temporary location. Rabbi Ariel Shoshan is the founding rabbi of Ahavas Torah, the Scottsdale Torah Center. He also has been an instructor at the Sha'arim Torah High School for Girls since 2007, when it began. He is also affiliated with Agudas Israel and is the de facto leader and spokesman for the national organization in the Phoenix area. The shul was founded in 2004. There is also an Eruv in the community, which permits Shabbat observant Jews to carry out in the public domain from Friday evening through Saturday night. Since 2011, there is also an assistant rabbi, Rob Glazer. Our next site is the ubiquitous Chabad. The director of Chabad of Scottsdale is Rabbi Yossi Levertov. It has daily services both mornings and evenings on a regular basis. It has a Hebrew school as well as adult classes for both men and women. If this next site looks a little familiar, it's because we showed it to you a little earlier as a previous location for Temple Beth Israel. Apparently, it is now the Jewish Historical Society Jewish Heritage Center in Arizona. It also permits Or Adom Congregation for Humanistic Judaism to use this location for services. At least we think it does. There is no current information published on this congregation. Finally, back to this building. There had also been here another congregation called Ahavat Shalom Sephardic Congregation. It is the result of a merger of two other congregations in 2006, but we are not sure where it is located or if it is still functioning. This concludes our trek through Jewish houses of worship in Scottsdale. More synagogues in Arizona to come, so see you real soon.